Welcome to Positive Productivity, episode 159. The Positive Productivity Podcast was created to empower entrepreneurs to achieve and appreciate personal and professional success. I'm your host, Kim Sutton, and if you're ready, let's jump into today's episode. This week's weekly reflection is going to be a little bit different from the past 2 weeks. This week's weekly reflection is actually a celebration episode. I want to invite you to visit the website at thekimsutton.com/pp159 and share in the comments something that you are celebrating from the past week in your personal or professional life. This week was a hard week in my family, as both I and my 11-year-old son Robert had the flu for the majority of the week. I didn't get back to work until Thursday after being sick Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and Robert didn't get back to school until just Friday. But despite feeling really exhausted and going through hot and cold flashes, there were so many wins of the week. You've been hearing me talk for episodes and episodes, and you've also heard guests talk about the need to delegate and outsource tasks that we really shouldn't be doing. Well, earlier this week, I finally took the step of re-enlisting the support of my podcast editors. You've probably heard me share in just some of the recent episodes that I discovered that I was spending way too long editing every single month. When I took a break from my podcast in April of 2017, I paused my editing package with my editor, and I, for some reason, never went back and turned it on. I had it in my head, for some stubborn and crazy reason, that I could do it all myself. Even as the host of the Positive Productivity Podcast, I am not perfect by any means, and I still make mistakes that decrease my productivity, and in the end are costly and time-consuming mistakes. So today I am celebrating that, number one, that my podcast editor is back on board, and number two, that my whole next month of guest episodes are already loaded onto their platform and waiting to be edited. Looking forward to next week, I can see so much time has opened up, especially in the evenings after my kids have gone to bed. That would normally be when I would be out in my office editing podcasts, but instead I can now reclaim that time for my family. So now's your turn. What are you celebrating from this past week? Will you share your celebrations with me and other listeners? I invite you once more to go to my website at thekimsutton.com/pp159 and share your celebration. Give yourself a great big pat on the back and go forth and have a positive and productive day.